Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will talk about time traveling. New theory about time traveling uh, depends on what really happened of time traveling accidents before in last 100 years. We will depend on this site first to show the cases of these accidents that happened before of time traveling, to make a new imagination for how these accidents happen, and we will reach to the theory of time combination and time curve in the end of this video. First, I want to thank Mr. Stephen Wagner, paranormal phenomena expert, who made this article in this site. I will put the link under the video on YouTube. He talking about really happened accidents of time traveling or dimension traveling even in last 100 years. So we will talk about the most famous accident about time traveling, and we will depend on this accident in our theory. Flight into the future. In 1935, Air Marshal Sir Victor of British Royal Air Force. Okay, I will make it short. The pilot, he has his plane and he was flying above area he knows really good. In 1935, he buzzed inside a storm of brown yellow clouds. Okay, when he get outside of this clouds, the other side, he buzzed on a airport. He know very good that this airport out of surface and nobody inside it in this time, but he find it has been renewed and so many people working in it and they have new uniform, so it was very strange to him. So he come back again to this brown yellow clouds and he get inside this storm and he came back to his base. When he came back, he told everybody about what he saw. Everybody told him nobody now at this airport and nobody using it. After 4 years of this accident, this airport has been renewed, and exactly as he said, the colors of buildings and the uniform of people working in the airport, same as he said exactly. Okay, so let's keep in our mind this is accident. This accident. Other accident has been happened. Too many talking about people who was walking on a route in Europe, and suddenly they found themselves another time. One of these accidents, couple was taking their car in a trip in France. They found a very strange hotel and they spent their night in it, but something was wrong. These people asked for very low prices for everything, maybe 30 or 40 years ago prices, and their clothes was very old to this time. After they spend the night, they move out, and after a while of time they came back to the same place. They did not found the hotel. Other accident like this caught in temporal vortex. A woman and her friend or her sister was walking on some area. They found some people in the jungle singing and sitting around the fire, but their clothes was very strange for them. This woman tried to get near to them, but the other one catch it and pull it back. But after she get very near from them, half of the body of this woman get inside this space of all time, and the other half did not get inside it. So something wrong happened to her mind, and when she go to hospital, he said there is very strange electrical signals inside her brain, not organized like our world. Another story, it's very famous, the ghost train, but I cannot find it in English, so I will say it in translated from Arabic. In 1911, some people of tourists some tourist in Italy was traveling on a train from Roma to other place. There were 106 passenger on this train. Once they suddenly they get inside the tunnel. Inside this tunnel there was a cloud, which for this point very good, because we talked a while ago about the pilot with his plane will get inside clouds, brown clouds. This time the cloud was very white, but it was inside the tunnel, and the train start to melt inside it. Two passengers was at the end of the train saw this happening inside the tunnel, so they jumped outside and they tell everybody about what happened. One scientist searched everywhere about this train, where it happened and where it has gone, and he found a very old paper about a Mexican scientist, Jose Saxino. This scientist, he wrote 300 years ago. It's not scientist, it's doctors. It's a doctor in hospital in Mexico. He said one day, a group of 104 Italian people suddenly appeared in Mexico City, and they told them that they came from Rome. The Mexican government caught them and they put them in hospitals. They thought they are mad. But in 1955 and 1980 and 1986 and 1991, this ghost train has been seen in many railways in around the world, Ukraine and other places. And last thing, in 1991, they saw it in Italy again and disappeared forever. This is also a very important accident. Okay, what we figure out of all these stories on this site and Facebook and other sites, the time not exactly straight route. You can pass it from 0 to 100% and you finish it. It's not like this. Let's say if we have a normal clock like this and time passing from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 12. This is a straight circle of time. But what if the clock became like this, curved? Or even more, if the clock like this, if you imagine with me that our clock or our time path like this. Here is 1, 2, 3, this point, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we come back here to 8. What if 3 meets 8? What will happen? This is we call time combination. Time combination, that means that the time path curved on itself, swinging on itself. So one point of past will meet one point of future, and this will happen on certain point of place or location dimension on Earth. Okay, so anybody in this location, he will live the future and the past together in the same place, like what happened with the couples in the hotel, or the woman who walk in the jungle and see some people try to get near to them. She was from the past, like this. And the strange appearance of this train who ended in Mexico at his final point, and many other accidents mentioned in this site. And the time appears to be curved on itself, not straight like we think, not like this, has start and has end, not like this, it curved on itself. Okay, if we think from this point that something happened to make the time curves and even can transfer you to another time completely, like what happened with the pilot because he did not came back until he came back inside the clouds, not leaving the hotel like what happened with the couples. Okay, if we think all about this, about the clouds in the pilot and the clouds in the train, we will figure out that the time dimension or time path is not stable or not fixed. It's flexible, can be swinging on itself, can be curved any way you can imagine. So if this accident happened naturally, and a time combination and time curve and time path happened according to some situation or conditions or parameters in our location dimension, leading us to move to another time point from past to future or future to past, according to this combination or intersection between the path of time and itself. Okay, we can imagine how to make it with ourselves. Okay, and this will be another scientific part. We will go to time curve theory. Okay, let's close all of this. A time curve theory.